Today on 7th Circle Gaming, we don't have a game analysis for you. Instead, we'll be turning our attention to the channel itself, responding to comments, questions, and outlining some of the channel policies. This is actually a video that I've delayed making for quite a while, but it seems the time has come, so let's get started. The idea for the channel began quite a few years ago after hearing comments that there was no such thing as an objective game review. I decided to set out to prove that conclusion was inaccurate. The process began as scientifically as possible by watching, reading, and analyzing the reviews of several different reviewers. From there, it progressed to experiencing those games for myself, attempting to analyze or identify those points that the reviewers picked up on. From there, we entered into the research phase, which included reading research papers about such topics as the psychology of video games, the psychology of scoring systems, and the anthropology of video games. What all of that research ultimately led to is the creation of a rubric that we use in all of our game analyses and the rules of the channel. Someday, if the channel gets big enough, maybe we'll make that a Patreon bonus, but for now, let's go over the policies and rules of the channel. Although, before we do that, let's quickly address the scoring system that the channel uses. The 1 through 15 scoring system the channel uses originates with a psychology paper which attempted to analyze the pervasiveness of the 1 through 5 and 1 through 10 scoring system. What this paper suggested is that 1 through 5 and 1 through 10 scoring systems are so pervasive because human beings are, by their nature, dactylic, which is a very fancy way of saying people count on their fingers. The paper went on to outline the criteria for an ideal scoring system. The ideal scoring system, it said, would be from 1 to a number which was in excess of 10 and would ideally end in an odd number. After evaluating several candidates, 15 seemed to match all of the criteria that the paper suggested. Before we move on to the channel policies, one final side note: all game analyses on the channel are conducted in accordance with the participant observation methodology as outlined in anthropology. Now, without further ado, the channel policies that we promised. We won't necessarily speak about all of the different policies, but we will definitely provide you with the opportunity to pause the video and read through all of them at your leisure. There are quite a few of them, so be aware of that. That's all from 7th Circle Gaming. Congratulations to everyone who watched all the way to the end of the video. Do all the other YouTube things, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.